useless.
No, you got us out of there.
The chief ended up like that. And there was not a thing I could do for him.
To be fair, you did more than Yuma. So, like, you know. Yuma kind of just shut off and stopped thinking about reason and decided that people who hate you and actively want you dead would help save you. Like, no.
Is everyone safe?
Everyone. Except the chief.
How is he?
He's unconscious. His pulse is weak.
Damn. How did this happen to the chief? Yuma, did you see anything?
Yeah. I passed a suspicious man when I went into the hallway. But by then, the chief was already... The chief said it was the hitman, Fink the slaughter artist. Then, he fell unconscious.
So, it's confirmed the hitman got to him. Damn it all! Why attack our chief?
I couldn't even pursue him. I let the hitman get away. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
I mean, to be fair, he was like already gone and disguised by the time you even saw the chief. So, like, you know, that's fine, honestly.
No, you were right to not pursue him. If you had, you might not be alive right now.
But...
Save your regrets for later. Right now, we must consider our next move. Even now, I won't allow time to be wasted.
How did things end up like this? I should talk with the others about what to do next. Fubuki, are you alright?
Yes, I will be well once I rest a bit. However, my inexperience resulted in the chief.
It's not your fault. You tried your best to help. I was bewildered and confused, and you brought me all the way here. Thank you so much.
That's the second time in a row where Fubuki's been more on the ball than Yuma. That's crazy.
I'm the one who's still inexperienced. He was right there. I couldn't do anything to help him.
Well, I mean, again, remember the part with the death god who knows everything about death and dying, says that he's beyond saving because he has a fatal wound that will kill him, and treatment will not save him from his fatal wound that will kill him. Like, what do you want? What do you want? Are you a life god? Can you undo death?
How can I call myself a detective when I can't even save a friend?
Detectives are not known to bring people back from the dead. Detectives, as far as I'm aware, are not typically known to have the magic ability to revive the dead.
There! Right now you're still a trainee anyway!
Exactly.
Sorry.
Yuma, I'm glad you're safe. I can't handle seeing anyone else covered in blood.
Tetsuhiko, are you alright?
Yeah, I'll manage. Someone punched me in the face during that scuffle earlier. They damaged my precious moneymaker. Damn it!
Uh-huh.
So, what do we do now? We can't stay here for too long.
Right.
Hey, ghosty boy.
Vivia, I didn't know you were here at the lab too.
Yeah, I didn't have a choice. Chief's orders. Although, I do feel a sense of wonder at the idea of a secret lab.
Uh-huh.
I fully intended to take a lazy look around the place, but I wasn't given the chance to relax. I was dragged around by Halara and forced to search all over. Jeez, no one will leave me alone.
Master, I get the feeling that he's...
Huh? What is it?
nothing. Maybe it's just my imagination.
That he can see you?
Seriously, what?
Because he absolutely can. He absolutely can see you. This is known, Khaleesi.
Chief, please stay strong.
He's still breathing, but he's lost a lot of blood. This is what death looks like. It's the same as every other victim you've seen.
It's not the same. I won't let it be the same. Halara, what brought you here?
I was preparing to sneak into that restricted area we discussed. But just as I was about to leave, the chief told me about the death threat. So I headed to Amaterasu with everyone else and snuck into the lab. After that, the chief told Vivi and I to investigate the area. I didn't think it would end up this way. We should have stayed together as a group.
What's the chief's condition?
We've provided first aid, but
Will he survive?
I'm sorry. I don't know the right lie to tell you at this time.
Kind of based. Kind of based and honest. Fair enough.
So, the chief...
In any case, it's only a matter of time at this rate. We must get him out of here as soon as possible. But that's no easy task. We took out some of the peacekeepers, but many are still around. And Yomi managed to disappear. I wonder if he took advantage of the confusion and ran away. It's unlike him to quietly retreat. He'll return here soon with many more of his underlings.
Then we need to leave this facility right away!
The gate to the lab has been sealed off. Thanks to that, we can't even leave the building. The elevator to the ground level has been disabled too. We have no place to run.
No place to run?
Hey, you got a minute? We can't stay here forever. We have to take a chance and try busting through the front gates.
I can't agree to that. Wagering on a bet you have no chance of winning is the same as throwing the match.
So you'd rather keep waiting until peacekeepers break down the door? Oh, right. We can use Fubuki's thing.
There's a limit.
Huh? Mine? Really? I am not sure it is worthy of showing off yet.
What do you mean?
I've no clue where your head's at, but I'm talking about your thing! Your forte!
Yeah, what was your, what?
If we use that, we can get through the gate without being spotted by the peacekeepers!
That's not how that, no.
Even if they catch us, you can just give it back time!
There's a limit, sir.
Impossible. The gate can't be unlocked except from the outside. A peacekeeper has to make a call on the intercom to get them to open it. They would never let us through. That won't change no matter how many times you try.
Then what about Desuhiko's disguise forte? If he looks like a peacekeeper, maybe he can get us through the gate.
I thought about that too, but my bag is outside the gate.
This shorty detective is so useless. He can never help when we need him most.
Maybe we have no choice but to force our way through.
This where Vivia's like, nah, I got this. Bet.
Don't rush to conclusions. The roulette has yet to stop.
What is Vivia's
Till it
forte?
does, we must consider the best course.
Do
of
we
action.
know yet? I don't think we do.
The best course? I don't know.
How did it end up like this? We just happened to appear at the scene of the doctor's murder.
Yes, that's it!
Huh?
The peacekeepers made up their minds that we're responsible for killing Dr. Weska. They don't think the hitman even existed in the first place.
So what? Proving that doesn't help us in this situation at all.
But what if we proved our innocence? What if we could prove this was done by the hitman? The peacekeepers would have no reason to apprehend us.
They never need a reason.
Still,
How do you intend on proving our innocence?
Don't tell me you're gonna catch that hitman and turn him over to the Peacekeepers. That's impossible. He's probably already escaped by now.
Then we gotta investigate it. We have to investigate the doctor's lab and gather evidence of the hitman's crime.
That's crazy talk. How do you plan on investigating under these circumstances? Besides, proving our innocence doesn't guarantee the Peacekeepers will suddenly let us go. This facility is already restricted. They could make up any reason they want to arrest us. You've seen how they act for a while now.
That may be true, but we're detectives, aren't we? We have to stand up to them the only way we can.
Well, I mean, Halal can throw hands with them.
That's exactly the moment to fight back as detectives.
Yeah, but again, Halal has more than one way to fight back against them. She can throw the hands, and can Vivia apparently.
We must obtain the truth and use it against the Peacekeepers.
I agree with Yuma.
Lara!
It's true. Detectives should use the truth as their weapon of choice. I didn't expect to hear that from you, Yuma. You sure have grown.
Thanks,
But
Mom.
how do we even investigate? Place is crawling with Peacekeepers outside this room.
Still, it's not impossible. We have someone with the best forte for this situation.
Huh?
Vivia?
Could it be Vivia?
Ah, yeah, what you got? Boy, what you got? What's your shit? What y'all packing?
Vivia, will you tell me about your forte?
I just remembered. I heard rumors about him back at the WDO. Vivia Twilight can supposedly solve crimes in his sleep.
In his sleep?
It's not a big deal. My condition lets me do detective work while sleeping. Kinda like how some people sneeze differently than others. In my case...
Oh, just get to the point. We're running out of time. Can you or can't you do this investigation?
Oh, the point? Well, the point is... at the end of the rainbow is an ancient battlefield.
What?
Hey, can I punch you just this once?
Get him, tiny man! You and I are on the
Tiny
exact
man.
same page right now.
If I skip too much, you won't understand. Reading the first and final page of a novel won't give you any notion about the story.
I don't want to hear about some story. Tell us about your forte!
I'll explain. His forte is spectral projection. He can control his own ethereal self. Ethereal self. I suppose I should call it a soul or a ghost. He is not confined by the laws of physics, which means he can pass through walls and floors, and all the while other people cannot see him.
In other words, you can turn yourself into a ghost?
That's dope.
So you can investigate without being
That's
seen
dope
by
as shit.
Peacekeepers.
I won't do it.
Huh?
Hey, now's not the time to back down! I'm not asking you to read the room or whatever, but at least do something for your friends here!
He has friends?
You think I don't care about my friends? I've made my decision because I care for all of you. You are all determined to fight. But don't you think it'd be better to do as the Peacekeepers say in this case? You
No.
may be able to get Chief Yako medical attention in exchange for surrendering. Don't you think that's the highest chance of survival out of all our options?
Surrender! Oh, you gotta be kidding. Don't you have any pride as a detective?
Not at all.
Whoa, that sure was blunt.
Clinging to pride is why conflict will never vanish from this world. I hate conflict. I'd rather live in a quiet and peaceful world. Butterflies cross the lake, and snowy flowers conceal the moon. I simply wish to sleep soundly in a serene world. Is it such a crime to hold this small wish?
If no one else is willing to say it, then I will warn you. It's a sin to waste such a talent given to you. You are skilled as a detective. However, you lack the willpower to make use of it. Why is that? Are you afraid of something? Or perhaps you are laughing at the rest of us.
I'm happy to hear you have such high regard for me, Halara. But you're simply overestimating me. I didn't become a detective because I wanted to be. And as to whether or not I'm afraid, I would say that I may be. When you desire something, you're afraid of losing it. And yet, why does everyone continue to have desires? Is the truth even worth it?
It's no use. I thought he was incomprehensible, but he's actually completely bonkers. Look at the chief! He's dying here! Doesn't it hurt your soul even a little? I can't believe you'd go and spout all this nonsense right now!
I apologize if I've offended you. Don't worry, I'll stop talking. As usual, I'll simply go to a dark place, out of sight, out of mind.
Master! You gotta stop him!
Vivia, please, wait. I don't understand what you're saying, but I know we need your help right now. If you say you won't cooperate with the investigation, I don't mind. But in exchange, will you please hold hands with me?
Are you trying to make up? I don't remember us fighting to begin with.
No, I just want to borrow your power.
Ah, this is your coalescence, is it?
You knew and were just playing dumb?
Well, if it's just holding hands, I don't mind. I have no reason to decline.
Shinigami?
Oh yeah, he can absolutely see this bitch. He can absolutely see this bitch.
What is this sensation? I knew it already, but this guy is strange.
Strange? Yeah, he is kind of a weird person.
That's not what I meant.
So, you can now use spectral projection? If so, I must warn you. When using my forte, your body will act as though you're asleep. You better lay down before you begin.
All right.
You'll be defenseless while using it, so be careful. Though everyone is here, so you don't have to worry. Also, your ghost form doesn't mean you're completely safe from harm.
Hey, Yuma. Do you think you can do it?
I don't know, but I'll try. Can you watch over my body in the meantime?
Yeah, you can count on me.
Go and investigate to your heart's content. We'll handle things here.
Understood. There's not much time. I need to proceed with the investigation and get everyone out of here. I have to do this for Chief Yako.
Wow, your soul actually came out!
So this is spectral projection. It's strange to see myself outside of my own body.
Let's see.
Ow! Wait, it didn't hurt, but it feels like I bumped into something. Is it because I've become a spirit like you, Shinigami?
Looks like I can smack you directly now. I'm loving this.
Ah yeah, let's go.
This makes me feel really uneasy.
Lucky for you, I'm here. Now we're literally soulmates.
His soul has probably left his body about now.
Huh? Really? He doesn't look all that different to me.
Looks like Tetsuhiko can't see me. I'm sure I can investigate without the peacekeepers spotting me now.
By the way, Yuma, I'm sure you're hovering right above the floor near us. You're only doing so subconsciously. Right now, you're truly free from the shackles of the laws of physics. Similarly, it may at first be difficult to pass through a wall due to the preconceived notion that you'll be blocked. To begin, try passing through a door. Your consciousness views doors innately as passageways. Why don't you try it out?
I'm passing through the door.
You and I are the same now, Master.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Wow, you really made it. This means I can freely go in and out of places I couldn't before.
Also, the hallway is brightly lit now. Seems like the regular power switched back on.
Anyway, we gotta investigate the murder scene. We need to hurry up before more peacekeepers arrive.
Yep, mysteriful.
Why does she get color and I don't? Why must I be a dark and what the fuck?
What are those?
They're lost, wandering souls. They're your natural enemies while you're in ghost form.
Is this what Vivi was warning us about?
Yeah, just be careful not to touch them.
What happens if I do?
You'll be joining them! I can't wait to see that!
Why are you excited about that? Anyway, let's be careful and make sure not to touch them.
Time for the tutorial! If that puff hits, things are gonna get nuts!
Alright, let's hurry.
Okay, this is.
Let's go!
Can I just leave this way? No. No, I cannot. Okay, cool.
Oh, that was a close one.
My guy out here chilling like it's nothing.
It's flowing like a waterfall.
We have to hurry to the crime scene.
Go, go, go! There are so many!
Why are there so many? Why are there so many?
We have to hurry to the crime scene.
Go, go, go!
Just a bit more.
God. God, that was the situation. Okay. Why is it like that?
We're here. I hope there's no one inside.
Who cares if there is? Not like they can see you anyway.
It's a matter of how I feel. Even if they can't see me, it'd make me uneasy if peacekeepers were there.
So that's how it is. I'm already used to it, so I didn't notice.
Nobody's here. Guess the peacekeepers have better stuff to do than investigate after all that happened. I wonder if the doctor's body is still here.
Maybe the doctor's soul is still floating around here, unable to pass on. I just scared myself!
Hey, if we meet the doctor's soul, maybe we can ask him what happened.
This may be weird coming from me, but I doubt it'll be that easy.
I guess so. We'll just have to take this one step at a time.
Would his soul still be lingering? Would it not be gone by now?
This intercom is connected to the doctor's lab. I spoke to Dr. Weska a few times over this. We were talking on the intercom when the incident started. Dr. Weska, I'll come get you. Can you shut off the security on your end?
Wait. What the?
Dr. Weska? What's wrong?
Wait. Who are you? Help! Somebody come help me!
Doctor? Doctor! If the doctor was attacked by someone, that means the intruder was already inside at the time. So it has to have been the hitman. How did he get inside?
No idea.
The security system was still active, so it should have been impossible to enter. How did the killer get in? And where did he go after murdering the doctor?
This is the airlock. Let's check it out in case there are any clues.
This is the decontamination device. If toxic gas leaks from the other chamber, this device is supposed to ensure it doesn't spread. What's inside the vents? I want to scope it out further, but I'm too short.
Master, did you forget you're a ghost right now?
Oh, right! I can just do this! I'm floating! Whoa!
No kidding. The spectral projection is such a convenient forte. If that anemic vampire joined the investigation from the start, this could have gone much faster.
Maybe, but there's no point in debating it now. The vent has a cover with bars on it. It looks hollow inside. But it's too dark to say for certain. The cover has a hinge on it. It looks like it can be easily opened and closed. Oh, that's right. I can't touch it since I'm a ghost right now. But there's no need to open it with my hand. I can just stick my head inside.
I was about to say, why can't you just do that?
There's a lot of space in here.
Hey, maybe this was the way out. The intruder must have come through here. So that's it, right? That solves everything.
This is the main part of the decontamination device. During decontamination, the fins rotate to suck out air. The structure isn't built for someone to get inside. It's designed to filter air and nothing else. This couldn't be used as an escape route.
Well, having an easy escape out of a locked room is like covering your pizza in anchovies.
How's that?
Because it'd ruin the whole thing!
She got a point. She got a point.
The cover is easy to open and close, probably for maintenance.
There's no harm in remembering this. It could be a clue for something else.
Yeah, maybe it wasn't an escape route, but it was a place to hide.
We've arrived! It's the dangerous toxic gas chamber! Once it detects an intruder, it'll puff out toxic gas. It's a room with a terrifying contraption. Well, it's disarmed, so there's nothing to worry about. Also, you're a ghost, so it wouldn't detect you anyway.
Let's check this out too.
I'll find out for you!
So this is where the toxic gas comes out.
It's supposed to be super fatal, right?
Yeah, the toxic gas is bacterial, so regular gas masks aren't supposed to work against it. Even if you hold your breath, it'll be absorbed through the skin, and there is no treatment for it in the world. The bacteria takes time to spread through your body, and you'll supposedly die after about 30 minutes. Someone said you need a spacesuit to move through here safely.
Such a scary trap. Whoever invented it won't have a peaceful death. Wait, that already happened!
I was about to say.
There doesn't seem to be a secret exit, which makes sense as it defeats the purpose of having a toxic gas chamber.
If that's the case, how did the intruder get through the chamber?
Right now, I have no idea.
Let's go to the next one! And we've arrived at the last room, the panel chamber. There are 9 panels divided in a 3x3 grid, and you must step on them in the order that the doctor set. Make one mistake, and you get zapped with high voltage!
The high voltage isn't just a threat. We've seen what happened to Amapel. It's not a problem since security is disarmed at the moment.
Also, you're still a ghost master.
Anyone checking this room? Yep.
This is the decontamination device in the panel chamber. It looks like it's here to purify any toxic gas that escapes from the chamber next door. But the cover doesn't open and close like the decontamination device in the airlock. There's no way someone can fit through.
I see.
And here's what all that security was protecting. Pressing this switch opens the door to the doctor's lab. We managed to get this far earlier thanks to Amapel and Fubuki's forte.
I see it all like it's flashing right before my eyes.
Looks like this is it, my man. Hurry up and hit that switch.
We just need to stretch Amapel's arm out to that switch.
We're in a hurry, but this door is moving so slowly. Yuma, that should be good enough. Hurry up and move Amapel through that crack in the door.
Oh yeah, didn't the researcher mention when an arm's extended, no other controls will function? I guess I need to pull back the arm first.
Now we can move again. Hurry, Yuma.
I remember the trouble you had waiting for the door to open.
Wasn't any trouble.
It opens really slowly, and we also had to retract Amapel's arm.
We tried to hurry inside, but Amapel suddenly fell over.
Was knocked over.
There were no steps or obstacles, so why did that happen?
Knocked over.
I'm sure it was pushed by the fleeing culprit.
That has to be it. Which means we passed by the culprit as he headed out. Oh, the peacekeepers are here!
No need to worry about it. They can't see you at all.
It still feels pretty weird. small vent here. It's not large enough for a person to get through, and the cover is fixed in place.
The only culprits who could get through here would be fairies or gnomes.
Sure.
There's canned food and water bottles here. This all looks like food. There isn't much left.
The guy wasn't right in the head if he was surviving for months on such plain food.
Yeah, it's fairly strange.
No? Okay.
The peacekeepers are still talking. I wonder what else they have to say.
By the way, do you know anything about this dead old guy?
Yeah, I worked security here. The geezer was famous in the worst possible way. He took advantage of people for his research and didn't care how many were sacrificed. He seemed to have gotten even more and more arrogant over the last few years. 3 years ago, the higher-ups canned his big project. He lived as a shut-in after that.
A big project? Is it the same one Makoto mentioned?
He was part of a big project that was cancelled in the past.
Also,
He's
3
shut
years
himself
ago.
in here ever since.
The exact same time where Makoto took over. So did Makoto can the project?
There's really no way to verify now if that research was about homunculi.
The old man was hard of hearing, so he couldn't really hear what anyone said. When it comes to other people, their words literally fell on deaf ears. And that being said, he could read lips.
Read lips?
So that's
so we
why.
watched someone's mouth to figure out what they were saying?
So that's why he didn't want to talk to Makoto.
Lip reading? So that explains what he said back then.
Who the hell are you? I refuse to speak with any disrespectful hoodlums. Either take off your mask or present someone whose mouth I can view.
Back then, the doctor refused to talk with Makoto. It was because he couldn't read his lips due to the mask he wore.
Between you and me, there were some suspicious rumors about the old man, too.
What rumors?
Yeah, I want to know.
He said he shut himself in here for research. He was plotting something bad.
And what's that?
He was planning to flee from Kanai Ward.
That's stupid! It's not even possible!
Well, it's just a rumor. After what happened, we'll never know.
Oh, so he was planning to flee the city. I guess that's what the geezer was up to. Master, looks like you got some nice info since you turned into a ghost.
Trying to escape Kanai Ward would be considered betraying Amaterasu Corporation. Did the hitman go after him because of this? Someone in Amaterasu Corp who knows the doctor could have hired a hitman to kill him. But who? The Amapel we used is still here. I did promise to return it. Huh? What's this?
Is that a footprint?
Looking at it carefully, there's a mark on the back of its head. Is that a shoe print?
Okay, either when it was knocked over, like the guy kicked it on the head, or when we first came into the airlock room and it went through that weird little bug out moment. That could have been someone climbing on its head. Like, say, maybe the killer climbed out of the airlock, climbed out the little spacing airlock that could easily hide a person, and jumped on its head. Where he went after that, I don't fucking know, but that could have happened.
Huh? Well, what's a shoe print doing there?
I'm connecting pieces of information, probably in the wrong order, but let's say the guy was in the airlock. Why he was in there to begin with, not sure. Most likely after the murder, but then he could have just left. Who knows? But like, we're constructing parts of information, not the whole thing. Dude was in the vent in the airlock. Armor Pal came out. The guy then climbed out and jumped on its head, which is what caused the whole stack glitching out shit. What happened after that? No idea. Because like if the guy stayed on Armor Pal's head until the end, and then when he jumped off and kicked Armor Pal over, the guy was already dead. So like there was no need to go back into the room. And also again, where did he go? So we're connecting pieces, but we don't have the whole puzzle.
I don't remember seeing this mark when we sent Amapel into the airlock. Could it have been from back then? When we tried to enter the lab, Amapel fell over.
I mean, culprit kicked it! It must have left a mark! You did it, Master! You finally found a sign of the killer! All that's left is to figure out how the culprit managed to get through that perfect security.
That's the biggest mystery here. There's an open notebook on the desk. Does it have to do with the doctor's research? It contains symbols and diagrams. Looks like he's splashing liquid on someone. What does it mean? This is the doctor's computer. The screen looks like it's in sleep mode. I'm sure it contains some important data, but I can't touch it in ghost form. I wish there was a way to check it out.
It's so sad when you can't touch anyone. I totally know the feeling. I guess you just gotta give up.
The stuff here appears to be chemicals. There are symbols on each label. The one on the front is...
Oh, I know this symbol. It's probably sulfuric acid. It's a highly acidic liquid that can melt anything.
Sulfuric acid. I better not touch it then. Then again, I can't touch anything right now. This reminds me, I saw this symbol on the label in the notebook earlier. Yeah, it's the same. It's the symbol for sulfuric acid.
So the doctor was trying to splash sulfuric acid on someone? Oh, but sulfuric acid could melt clothes and skin. It'd be a terrible sight.
Melting clothes and skin.
Could he have been searching for a way to kill the homunculi? Because if they're immortal, what if you melt them?
You can do it, Master!
The knife is probably the murder weapon. It has a unique shape. There's an inscription on it. I can see the letter F.
Hey, shouldn't we move the corpse out of here soon? They're always telling us to clear out corpses quickly since the rain makes them rot so fast.
Nah, we leave it alone until we receive further orders. Did you see the knife stuck in his back? It's the one that Fink the slaughter artist uses, right? I've heard about his knives inscribed with the letter F. They say that's his proof to his clients that he was the one who got the job done.
So Fink the slaughter artist really killed the doctor? I thought those detectives did it.
Either way, it doesn't matter. Hey, don't you think a knife from a famous hitman would go for a high price?
Huh? You thinking of stealing evidence? You better not keep it all for yourself.
So that unique knife belongs to Fink the slaughter artist. Speaking of which, the knife near Chief Yako looked strangely similar to this. So the doctor was, in fact, killed by Fink? Dr. Weska. I never even got to ask him about the homunculi. Now he's dead.
He has 3 wounds on his back. A knife is still stuck in one of them. He doesn't appear to have any other injuries. It's safe to assume this was the cause of death. I'm like an awesome detective's assistant.
Thanks. You've been a great help.
Say it again. Compliment me more.
That should be enough. That should do it for the investigation.
Taking a look around, there aren't any hidden exits or hiding spots.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't really have a whole lot to
Entrance and
work with
exit
from
is
this
that
one.
door. There isn't even a single window.
We do not have a whole lot to work with here.
There's a small vent, but it's not big enough to fit through, and the cover is fixed in place. There are no suspicious spots on the walls, floor, or ceiling, and no secret passages either.
And even if you got through the door, there's the dangerous security system. Yeah. So how did the culprit manage to enter the lab? It's the perfect impossible crime! Mysteriful!
My question is less about... Yeah, my question is less about them getting in and more about them getting out. Unless... when they kicked over Amapao, they went back all the way through the other doors and into that airlock again and waited for everyone to leave, everyone to come through to check on the doctor.
Even if it's impossible, I have to solve it. For the Chief's sake and everyone else. For now, let's head back to the security room. I need to tell everyone about what I found.
Personally, I want you to gain the willpower to solve it on your own.
Cause like, the guy was in there to kill the doctor. This is why I'm getting a bit like mixed up. Cause like the part about him hiding in the vent and then jumping on the robot's head, I'm guaranteed. Like I'm locked into that as soon as the robot came in. But then like the would he have stayed on the robot's head all the way to the end here to then kick the robot over? But then what would have been the point? Because like the doctor was already dead. So why would he have gotten in here, killed the doctor, gotten out, jumped on the robot's head to come back in? Like I just know he jumped on the robot's head when the robot entered. As to what he did afterwards, I don't know.